this particular story is that it kind of, because of the setting, most of the settings involve a bit of a beach, but it's quite useful then. I put some worksheets together, which then on the back you've got some questions to provoke a bit of extra thinking around the story. So the Ogs would like to find out how much you can remember from the story. What were Sylvie and Eleanor doing on the beach? What did Eleanor and Sylvie find? What did they make? How many sounds did they have between them? Why was Tom sad? What was Tom's new sound? How did Aggie and Clarice join in? How did they make each bottle sound different? What job did Kenneth have? Can you remember the words to Graham's song? The Ogs have lots of jobs to do. Take a look at the rota and see what needs to be done today and who is on duty. So the Og rota says, searching for treasure to recycle and repurpose. Well, that was Eleanor. Watching and learning was Sylvie. Discovering new friends and ways to work together was Kenneth and Graham. Cooking, cleaning and managing the settlement. That was Aggie and Clarice. Filling in the Og diaries was Tom's. Let us think about how well the Ogs did their job today. Right, first of all, we had searching for treasure to recycle and repurpose. Eleanor has found lots of treasure on the beach today. She has found a tin, a plastic bottle and driftwood. She decides to use the treasure to make musical instruments. Eleanor adds pebbles, driftwood and water to make sounds. Clarice and Aggie have collected glass bottles and use their breath and water to make different sounds. Kenneth and Graham use driftwood and their voices to put words to the sounds and to organise the sounds. All the materials that the Ogs are using to make their bands were found on the beach. They had either been washed up on the beach or were left by the funny folk who visit the beach. There's a lot to think about on that one, isn't there? Can you think of other materials that get left on the beach? Examples: fishing wire and hooks, food packaging, lollipop sticks, clothes, shoes, hair clips, jewellery. These are just some examples. The Ogs are very worried. They try to clear up as much as they can and recycle and repurpose things, but they worry what would happen if they were not here to do this important job. What do you think will happen? Okay, there's some food for thought, isn't it? And perhaps you can think about what you can do as well then to help. Right, the second chore today was watching and learning. So who was involved in this? Sylvie, Tom, Aggie and Clarice watched as Eleanor used her imagination and turned the treasure into musical instruments. Eleanor watched as Sylvie discovered she could make two sounds. Aggie and Clarice discovered they could use bottles and change the sound by adding water. Tom, Kenneth and Graham learned that they didn't need instruments. Tom learnt he could make a sound by simply moving his feet around on the pebbles on the ground. Kenneth showed that he could give instructions to the Ogs by pointing a stick at each of the Ogs. Finally, Graham uses his voice. Can you think of any other sounds that we could make using materials that we might find at the beach? I'm thinking of shells and stuff like that. They've got some lovely, delicate sounds then. Okay, the third chore on the Og rota was discovering new friends and ways to work together. All the Ogs worked together today. Eleanor and Sylvie included Tom, even though Tom didn't think he would be able to do anything. Eleanor and Sylvie showed him what to do. Aggie and Clarice joined in the fun, and Graham and Kenneth brought all the Ogs together to form the band and the song. Well done, Ogs. The Ogs share the beach with lots of others. There are also lots of sounds on the beach. The Ogs are always looking for new friends to work with. Here are some examples of the other creatures that they have met so far. Can you think of any more? The birds, such as the seagulls and the oyster catchers, the starfish, the mussels, anemones, crabs and hermit crabs. Oysters, fish, funny folk, dogs, sandworms and lots more. Sometimes the Ogs have seen sheep and lambs on the beach. What is the strangest thing you have seen on the beach? Some of these inhabitants are like the Ogs. They live on the beach all the time. Other inhabitants are visitors and they come and go. Can you work out which creatures live on the beach and which are visitors? I bet you can. The fourth chore on the rota: cooking, cleaning and managing the settlement. Aggie and Clarice have been busy cooking and cleaning in the teepee until they heard the sounds outside. It sounded so much fun they left their jobs to join in the fun. Now they have nothing for tea. Can you think of the different types of food that funny folk eat that can be found by a beach? This includes in the sea, so the seashore and the surrounding area, because there's lots of food available from the sea. We quite often see people on the rocks looking for various things, but I'm not going to give you any clues. Okay, the fifth chore was filling in the Og diaries. It is thanks to Tom that the story The Ogs from a Band was written. If he had not recorded the findings of the day, then children like you would never have the chance to take part and join the Ogs. Keeping an Og diary is a very important task. In your diaries, write down what you have found interesting and fun today. Do you think the Ogs did a good job today? I shall leave that up to you. Thank you so much for listening. Again, I don't know how well received things are, but it's really helped me through this lockdown to bring to life some of the things that I still work with them out and about, but this is a whole new format for me, and I have really enjoyed sharing it with you. And I really do hope that you've enjoyed it too. Anyway, take care, and we'll be back soon with some more stories. I've got some which are a little bit older, for an older age group. Doesn't exclude youngsters, but some of the words maybe, I don't know, but perhaps with a parent it will still be accessible. Okay, speak to you soon. Take care. Lots of love to you all. Bye bye.